What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? I hope everyone, as always, is having a fantastic day, boys and girls. Just making sure that everything is working. I'm going to try something a little different here, actually, this time. If you want to, for those of y'all who are just tuning in, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get this notification out that we are live right now, boys and girls. So I hope everyone, as always, is having a fantastic day. And yeah, let me just check out what we got going on real quick. So as always, guys, we're day 10 into the PulseChain launch. I hope it has been an absolutely glorious time for all of y'all. We're going to be looking at some charts today, looking at some ideas, looking at some yield farms, and just having some discussion. So if you have some questions, ask them along the way. If not, I will just be probably keeping the stream fairly simple and short today. But yeah, let me say what's up to everyone real quick in this place. We got Daddy Hexler. What's going on, my man? Yeah, we up in this beach. We sure are. How you doing, my friend? What's up, Pulse Nation? Feeling amazing. We are in the #2 blockchain in the world. This is so incredible. We are so blessed for being faithfully patient. Thank you, RH. Dude, that has, man, check my pulse. Like, yeah. Yes, yes, that is so true. I mean, to everyone who has been patient right now, congratulations. At this point in time, we are just absolutely having a blast on this one as well. We have AA Ron. I love it. Patreon is lit, guys. Again, I do have a Patreon. If you want to join, you're welcome to. I have a few different tiers. Go check it out, patreon.com/ATXCrypto. And yeah, find out what tier works best for you, my friends, my fam. But if you want to support the channel, it's greatly appreciated. We also allow super chats if you have any questions as well. So all that good stuff, welcome to bring them on. And for those of y'all, if you want, I'm actually trying something a little different here, and I'll wait till a few more people come in. I just want to see if these super chats actually show up on chat and on stream. So I'm going to try something a little different. If you want, feel free to run a test and let me see if it works as well. What's up, Knoxville? How you doing, my friend? What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? ATX, appreciate you. I appreciate you as well, brother. Twin fam, yo, what up, peeps? Yo, having a fantastic day, my friend. Yeah, like, you wake up, you see the incentive price. Oh my goodness. The incentive price is just absolutely glorious. And I mean, all this other stuff, if just with the incentive alone, you can just sit back and relax. Everything else, it just allows you to let all this stuff happen, all of it play out. But we're going to be taking a little peeky weeky over there as well at all of these little charts, indicators, and just see what's really happening across the board. So I hope everyone, again, is having a fantastic day. We got Icosa, we got Hex, yes sir, we got eHex. Bam. All right, cool. So without further ado, let's take a little gander over here at the PLS Burn website. Now, this has probably been one of my favorite websites by far. I'm not going to lie on this one. It's been pretty darn interesting if you ask me. So we got plsburn.com. And again, I'm actually going to pull this up over here, make it a little different. Cool. So we got plsburn.com. And you can see so far there's been $129 million bridged in. 97% of it has already bridged through. I've been hearing reports that it's been roughly about 15 minutes to 2 hours for bridge processes to actually happen from the time they get inserted into the bridge to actually appear on the other side for PulseChain. So keep that in mind. It's not taking too long. I would advise looking into the assets that are being bridged in to make sure that it will hold the same value, because I've heard some people starting to bridge in the trust token USD stablecoin, which is USDT. And I don't know if they have the liquidity set up right now at this point in time. So I would just be careful. The ones that we know have some liquidity are Hex, USDC, DAI, Wrapped Ethereum, and USDT. They seem to be doing pretty darn good. You can see the amount that's actually been bridged in between these as well. We got some validators, some gas prices, and let me actually go back up here. So these are actually the prices that you can actually see. We have 649, or we have a $17 billion market cap with Hex, currently sitting on the PulseChain side at 2.55 cents. We have the incentive token sitting at $66. The PulseX price is sitting right above sacrifice right now at 0.000107. And we have the Pulse price as well with a double already at this point in time, 2.25 the sacrifice price. So that's sitting at 0.000225. Amazing stuff that we're seeing on all of this indicators, guys, because this is actually just the beginning. Guys, we're 10 days in. We are 10 days in. So right now it looks like the Ethereum hex is actually lower than the PulseChain hex. I know a lot of people are going to be bridging this over. This is kind of what we expected to happen when PulseChain first launched. This 1 ratio is actually going to be the ratio showing essentially at the same level. This is what you want to see when you actually come into parity and stuff. So I'm going to bring this into a 4-hour chart. Oh, there's a fly in here. And you can kind of see right now that the PulseChain price, the hex on PulseChain is actually higher than the hex on Ethereum, just FYI. So this is something to keep in mind. We're going to see if it continues. And guys, if you are participating in some of these farms, for example, the hex versus hex from Ethereum farm, don't just start pulling your positions. I know a lot of y'all are brand new to farm, so be very careful and cautious. If you do not understand liquidity providing, you don't understand yield farming, you're having a little bit of a difficulty understanding some of this stuff, be very cautious with it, folks. This is something, we're day 10 into a brand new launch of PulseChain. Do not get carried away jumping into some of these high APRs, not knowing what you're doing. The testnet is still available for you to use, but that is the purpose of providing liquidity. You actually want to stay in that pool so you get all the fees traded between certain tokens. In this case, Hex on PulseChain and Hex on Ethereum is the two pairs that we're looking at right here. So while the APR is enticing, a lot of y'all are actually going to start pulling your LP farms because you don't fully understand, and maybe you're just scared because you're seeing the price dip on the Ethereum side. This is what you want to see. In fact, really what you want to see is something like this, where you end up kind of doing this. We come back up here, we come back down, we come back up, we come back down. That means there's a lot of volatility and a lot of volume. So if you actually look at this, there's volume happening. This is what you want as an LP provider. Whoops, let me scroll over just a smidge so you can see the volume. But this is the volume that you want. You want volume within these tokens. This is how you make fees as a liquidity provider. So keep that in mind. Don't start pulling your positions just because one of them's going up a little higher or one of them's dumping a little lower. Same thing for the PulseX pair. I know at this point in time we've been seeing the PulseX pair to a 1-to-2 ratio, because if we go to the exchange, for example, and I type in 1, it's sitting now at 1-to-2. Just stay in the pool, folks. Like, you never fully exit the position in a pool when you're in a pool, FYI. You stay there and you can pull a little bit if you need to readjust or reallocate. That's perfectly fine. But I see so many people trying to get in, get out, swap something, get in, get out, swap something. And guys, that is not the play to be. Think of this as a long-term play as well, but think of it as I'm here just to earn some additional rewards. You do a small portion of your bag and it does a very good job for you. So hopefully y'all are all playing this very carefully and cautiously as well. But yeah, let me say what's up to a few more people. And guys, I'm running a test here. So if any of y'all could do me a favor and just toss a super chat or a subscribe if you're new to the channel. I want to see if the alert pops up. I have a little indicator here that should be popping up an alert, and it'd be cool if that could actually be a possibility as well. And again, greatly appreciated as well. You don't have to get anything crazy. But let me say what's up to a few more people. What's up, Logi33? What's up, Drix? How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, ATX? How you doing, Crypto CPT? Mo digging it. What up? How you doing, my friend? K Pasa, brother. LFG. Let's effing go, Gilbert. Absolutely agree. Why is Ink going up like this? Because great question. So Richard Hart, the brilliant mind that he is thinking in 4D chess at this point in time. So when you look at the incentive token, for example, what he did was he made it very enticing for a lot of individuals who, again, aren't familiar with all of this to come on in and start jumping in onto this pool. So what we're seeing, and I'll show you again, what we're seeing is this right here, and this is the incentive token chart. So when PulseChain first launched, this is on a 4-hour chart here, because again, we're only 10 days in, but usually you don't want to be charting in 4 hours or anything crazy. Usually you want to do days or weeks, but we're brand new to it. Hey, appreciate the subscribe on that, Nicholas. Thank you so much. I did see it pop up. That is absolutely incredible. So I am happy to see that that worked, and yeah, it's cool. Appreciate the subscribe. So once again, the way the incentive token works is we are being rewarded for providing liquidity and then throwing it into a farm, thereby keeping people within that liquidity pool. So it entices people to stay there. It incentivizes people to stay there. So people saw the rewards that they were receiving very quickly. And so that's why we actually got this little pump up to about $26. People saw that as a quick little cash opportunity, and several people actually cashed out. In fact, we got to see a nice little 82% dip from that point in time all the way down here back to the $3, $4 range, because it actually got down to about $3 right here. Now, several people bought this, right? Several people actually bought this, and if you did, you made a killer move, my friend. It so far has gone up 29x from the bottom at that point in time, and even if you didn't catch that and you're just holding on to it right now, you're still sitting on a 23x. So great job on that move. But the reason why is because this right here. So he said, okay, cool. You want to sell the incentive token? Well, I'm going to entice people to not sell the incentive token. So he created an additional farm right here where you can stake your incentive and put it and pair it with PLS and PLSX. So all of this is enticing people once again to not sell the asset, hold on to the asset, earn more of the asset. And once you start seeing things pump, it's the same thing, guys. When you see green candles, any token, when you see green candles like this and it does a 27x within the span of 4 days, I mean literally right here from the 20th all the way up to here, 4 days and 12 hours, it was up 28.5x. People have FOMO. Not only do people have FOMO, you got big buyers coming in right now. In fact, we saw somebody come in with roughly like $200,000 and just bought it up. Look at this, a purchase of $371,000. This is US dollars, folks. $371,000, $363,000. And look at this, 5,000 incentive, 5,000 incentive. They bought up 10,000 incentive token at $73. Now, if you don't think this person's gonna at least hold to probably at least double their money, you're crazy. But maybe they sell, maybe they get out at 80, maybe they ladder out 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 140, so on and so forth, and maybe they just buy back in when it dips. But what an incredible move by this individual. Look at this. They are scooping it up, folks. This same wallet address has made 4 purchases, $312,000, $684,000, $363,000 and $371,000. Beast. All above $60, folks. All above $60. That is awesome. Okay? Like, I got no words but awesome. That is incredible. They ain't sold a penny yet either. Incredible. This is what people chase. They see people doing this stuff and they're like, wow. They got a lot of people buying, a lot of people selling. Look at this. Since May 19th, there's just been millions of dollars starting to get bought into this right here. And when people see the pump, people chase the pump. It naturally will happen with every single thing that we do. So that's why the incentive token's going up like that. Just FYI. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure I can see that. Okay, cool. Anyway, or resource for me to know how much I need to put in PLSX, PLS farm to see a decent ink gain. Is it a good play? Would impermanent loss be too much? Great question again. So the way the incentive, the way the items work over here is there is a fun little calculator that you can actually see and use on the PulseX farm. So when you actually open it up right here and you actually, well, I guess, dang, I guess it's only if you actually are in the farm. Does that make sense? Weird. Give me one. Okay, cool. You just have to double click it. Interesting. Okay, cool. So you just, if you don't see the calculator for whatever reason, apparently you just have to click the APR. And it'll actually pop up a little calculator. So the question was the PLSX farm. So this is what we're going to look at right here. Now, keep this in mind. We're going to be looking here for like a 1 day because I'm just trying to see how much it would take to earn one incentive token right now. So I'm going to zoom out on this just a smidge so you can see it just a little better. But right now I'm looking for one incentive token. So what if I end up doing 1,000? Cool. The 1,000, a little less than $1,000 should get you roughly about 0.026. So this is what you're looking for right here. I wonder if I can just put 1 right now. Okay, cool. Never mind. I don't have to worry about that. So and right now I need to figure out the 1. I need to make this 1, right? So at this point in time, you just come on up here and we'll just say $14,000 and see if that gets us there. So that's still not there. So we'll say 25. And again, we're about 0.6 way there. So let's just jump this up to 45,000. Cool. Now at this point in time, you're earning really roughly about 1 incentive token per day on this farm with $42,000. So this is the amount of LP tokens you would need to have. This doesn't tell you necessarily how much you would do, but you would need to have roughly about $42,000 in USD put in. So you can come on over to the exchange. You would need to put up $21,000 in Pulse, $21,000 in PulseX, based on how this is working right now, to earn roughly 1 incentive token per day. So I can come on in here and figure out what that actually is. So if I was to come over to DAI, just type in 21,000. This tells me I need to put up roughly about 94 million tokens to get 1 incentive token per day. And then again, if I end up doing this to PulseX and doing the same thing, then I would end up doing the same thing over here. PulseX is going to tell me 201,000. So when you come over to the liquidity, it tells you how much you need to put in based on that, right? You add liquidity, come on in, put in the 94 million. It'll automatically tell you how much PulseX to put based on the current ratio. And based on all that information, you would get some LP tokens. You would then put the LP tokens into the farm. You would then farm 1 incentive token per day with that amount of Pulse and PulseX into it. So you can do all this with every single one of these. Okay, so I was just zoomed in too much, but you'll see a little calculator right there. You can do all this with every single one of these. Just take the time to figure it out and figure out how much it actually is and all of that good stuff. And is it worth it? You know what I mean? Like, everyone's going to have their own decision on that one at the end of the day. I 100% think it's worth it based on everything as well. So whenever I come over to, like, say, the impermanent loss calculator, I know your friend Sami's been doing this one quite a bit as well for this particular one. So when you come over here, you can basically just see what the asset price would look like. You would say, cool, this one's going to end up doing roughly a 10x on Pulse, we'll say, for example. So I would just type in 1,000% in this scenario, which would be a 10x. I would put 50 over here and 50 over here because this is Uniswap V2, meaning you have to put up 50% on one side and 50% on the other side, just like you saw. Now, let's just say Pulse does a 10x. PulseX only does a 4x during that time, which would be 300%. Well, I guess this would be 900%. You kind of get what I'm saying. So this would be telling you that the impermanent loss would only be 10%. Now you have to calculate how many days it would take for you to figure it out on how many days you need to stay in the farm to make up that impermanent loss difference. Now, this is if you pull the position. The only time you incur impermanent loss is when you pull and exit the liquidity position. If you pull it from the farm, you still have the liquidity provider position and you still do not incur the impermanent loss until you pull that position from liquidity providing, okay? So that is when the impermanent loss becomes permanent, okay? That is when you would see it take place. Now, the reason why that everyone needs to understand is you need to be long-term in this, guys. You don't necessarily need to be long-term, but you got to understand that things are going to go up and down, right? And so if the ratios get out of whack for a little bit, you typically don't want to pull. You just stay in that pull for a little bit longer and you wait until the ratios come back down in line. But 9% to be made up, you know, so right now this is earning 62% per day. You divide that by 365, that's 0.16, and then you would just figure it out how much goes into 9% at that point in time times. So yeah, you need to, divided by 0.09 and divided by 0.09. So you need to end up staying in there roughly about, how long would that be? Whoops, I just did the math backwards. Give me 1 second. 62.2 divided by 365. Yeah, 0.17. Cool. Yeah, okay, cool. 9 divided by 0.17. Cool. Yeah, so you need to stay in there for about 52 days for it to make up that difference if you were to pull it. But again, you've been earning the 1 incentive token per day if you end up setting it up that way, and 1 incentive token per day could potentially make you $65 per day, which way outweighs the impermanent loss on that one. Just like by smashing it, like by leaps and bounds on that one, y'all. So big fan of it. Definitely something you should look into as well. Is there any good resource? Yeah, your friend Sami has a lot of good videos on how all this works too. So I mean, he's probably made about 8 videos already at this point in time discussing yield farm and permanent loss, liquidity providing. Just go to your friend Sami, SOMMI, and look up his videos on YouTube. Just type in yield. I'm pretty sure you just type in your friend Sami yield, and you'll be like solid on that one. Mary Hexmas, how you doing, Big Kahuna? What's up? Checks my pulse. What up? Hey, Hex Freedom. How you doing, my friend? Hex Squid, what's up? Love the profile picture as always, my man. J-Man, what's up? ATX, what it do? Dude, another lovely day, my friend. Howdy, y'all. For a lot of us, we've never been around for the launch of a blockchain network, and it's been amazing to watch. What do you expect the next major steps to take place with PulseChain and PulseX? Well, really, what we're looking for next is probably to see some single-sided staking coming on PulseX. We still have limit orders to be coming over here on PulseX. For PulseChain, we still have other stuff such as new coins and projects being launched, such as Liquid Loans and Power City and Mintra and all of the other ones that have been out there who are just coming out. So they're still coming on PulseChain soon, and we're going to be able to lock up the Pulse in that regard. Yeah, there's guys, we're 10 days in, right? We are 10 days in. There's a lot ahead. A lot. What's up, J-Man? Win Limbo. Win Lambo. What up, fam? How you doing, Crypto Berries? Did you figure how much to earn 1 ink per day? Yeah, I mean, I just kind of showed you can use the calculator to kind of go through and figure that out. So, for example, if we wanted to use the hex example for this situation, and I'll just briefly pull it up again just so that way you can see. So this is hex. This is Ethereum hex and hex on PulseChain. And with this said, it just kind of goes through and says, how much do you need to earn? This is based on the current ROI. So at the 400% APR right now is kind of what this is all based on. This number fluctuates constantly all the time. So if you end up doing, just say, wow, that would be quite a bit there in that regard. Oh, that was 1 year. I was like, damn. Okay, so let's do this. So we can already see, divide that by 3. So we end up getting roughly about 5,000. So at 5,000 for hex, if you provide both hex on Ethereum and hex on PulseChain, at the current ROI, you can expect to get roughly about 1 incentive token per day. Know that more people are coming into this farm all the time because they see it as a safer play out of all the other ways to make the yield farm happen. So that's what it currently is. You would need to put up $2,500 worth of hex over here on PulseChain, $2,500 worth of hex on Ethereum, or hex from Ethereum, should I say. And that way you can earn roughly about 1 ink per day. And then again, in 1 year's time, boom, if it was to stay at the current rate, you could be rich, my friend, rich. But yeah, that's just a basic example. What's up, Dr. H? I appreciate the super chat as well, my man. How you doing? Let me pull that up real quick. Give me 1 second. Thanks for all your help and energy, dude. Of course. Thank you as well. And I'll pull that up once again. Dr. H, thank you. Thank you so much. Wanted to check that out, and it's cool to see that it worked. So yay. Big fan of that working, actually, as a matter of fact. But thank you, Dr. H. I'm a fan of what you do as well. Looking forward to having you back on the social streams that we do every single Saturday and Sunday, where we do a little hangout stream as well. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. Checks my pulse. Cool. No problem, bro. Been watching you for a few months. I lurk in the shadows usually, but I kept it up, homie. You're really helping build the community up. Wow, dude. Thank you so much, Nicholas. Means a lot. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you. Tex Hacks, what's up? Thank you for all you do for the community. Of course, my pleasure. Hit the like. Exactly. Hey, LFG Optimality. Yes, sir. I want to be a PulseX turtle. Crypto panhandler. It's not the craziest thing ever to actually go and become a turtle in this little situation. So let me just pull up a little picture over here, and I will actually be able to tell you kind of what it would take to become a turtle in this fun little world that we have right now. So, so here we go, and we have the amount right here for central PLS burn. All right, cool. So we got 135 trillion in circulating supply, and oh man, when you have to count out zeros, it's so fun. Okay, so 3 commas, keep it simple, and bam, times. Yeah, okay, cool, that makes sense. And then it goes down 10% every time. It goes 10x, so 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Okay, cool. So 100,000. Here we go. Let me pull this up once again. 135 trillion. 4 commas? Imagine being a 4 comma club. Imagine being a trillionaire. that would be dope. All right, times divided by 10,000. Boop. Divided by. All right, 135. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Divided by 10,000. All right, so you would need to have roughly about 13 million tokens in order to become. Do I have that right? Yeah, 13 million tokens makes you a turtle, and Pulse, not bad. And again, I think the circulating supply is pretty similar. It'd be 14 million tokens to make you a turtle in Pulse X. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, my friend. Definitely feasible. I mean, if you look at where the current price is as well on these things too. So the current price on, Pulse X even right now. So it would take 13 million. And here we go. 13 million divided by times 0.000105. Yeah, I mean, it would take $1,400 to become a turtle in Pulse X and about $2,500 to become a turtle in Pulse. Not too shabby. That would be pretty dope. Would love that as well for everyone to become turtles, squids, sharks, dolphins, all of it. Hey TX, happy Monday. Spank the like and share, y'all. Much love to you, my friend. Question. To me, it makes sense to DCA into desired liquidity positions, maybe over a couple months until ratios settle. Thoughts? Yeah, that's definitely one way of doing it, Dr. H. So when you go into liquidity positions as well, folks, you definitely want to either go in and ratio in that way, or you pull it out slowly, but you typically don't just go in, set a position, withdraw the whole position, wait till the ratio's done, go in, set a position, withdraw. You don't want to be doing all that to yourself. You really want stuff that you can more or less just set it, forget it, and earn some passive income in the background. That's what liquidity providers do for the most part on most items. So even with Hex right now, if you were to be a liquidity provider from a penny all the way up to 12, 15, 20 cents, you would just set it there in that range. And anytime the price trades within that range, you earn fees. It's a nice way of getting it done. Yes, there's such a thing as impermanent loss. Yes, it's all still true. Liquidity providing in general has that little risk involved. But yeah, definitely it's something you should keep that in mind when you set these positions up as well. And actually, I have a whole liquidity provider spreadsheet that allows you to kind of check all this as well for any of the Patreon members as well. They've seen it, they've used it, they love it, and again, it's quite enjoyable. So yeah, it definitely makes sense to DCA some into it. Now again, when you provide liquidity, guys, I recommend you're maybe 10% of your entire position. And if that's not a lot, then maybe liquidity providing isn't the best route for you to go with at this point in time. So let's say you have 1 million Pulse and 1 million Pulse X. Well, going into the farm that, you need to have like 200 million to earn one incentive token per day, maybe not be the best situation overall. But I mean, everyone has to make that decision at the end of the day themselves. And you can always add into it as well, earn some incentive token, buy some more Pulse X along the way, and all that good stuff as well. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, my man? Check my Pulse. What in wallet, sir? Yeah, that's the real question right there. I thought we would see RH today, dude. Oh, I knew we wouldn't see RH today, dude. Yeah, that was get the hopes up for everyone's situation. I'm really hoping that he just goes on and does his own stream. I don't think he needs to go hop on anyone else's channel. I don't think he needs to do any of that. I think he just wants, this is my opinion, what I love. If he came on and just had a fun little stream where he just got to chat with all of us, I think that would be incredible. You know what I mean? I think that would just be like going back to the old RH. We would be able to have some fun. We'd be able to just, relax and oh my gosh, just an incredible time as well. So give me 1 second right here. Oh, cool. Weird. I just saw a little option that I've never seen before, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. Anyways, yeah, that would be pretty cool. I didn't think we would either. That was more or less the word on the street. But they've been saying that like 2 weeks before PulseChain launch, there was some rumor that kept coming out. Richard Hart's going to show up on BitBoy's channel. Richard Hart's going to show up on... I don't know where that rumor came from, but that continued to be a rumor. And then Ran, I don't know if he was just kind of trolling or what, because he was supposed to be showing up on Crypto Ran show. Yeah, Ran Umars. I think that was going to be what the rumor was, but that was word on the street, and it unfortunately came from Matty All-In, who did the 48-hour live stream, put the word on the street, and I guess put the expectation in everyone's head. Is there a trading view chart of PHEX? How can we find it? Logic33, what you want to do is actually go to dexscreener.com/PulseChain, and you'll see all of the links for everything too. I just put that in the chat, so for those of y'all who are wanting to see it, you can actually go in and check it out as well yourself. But it'll look like this when you first go on. It'll look like this, so it'll actually give you a list of all of the, and again, if you can't find it, if you just go to dexscreener.com, for example, if you just start here, dexscreener.com, scroll down on the left side, and you'll see all of the list of chains. So it actually goes by popularity based on volume. BSC did some stupid shady shit to make sure that, PulseChain didn't beat them in 9 days, which we did. But anyways, we're not going to get into all that. You'll see PulseChain right here. You can see all of the tokens, all of the prices, all of the pairs, all right here. It gives you the idea of price right here. And again, you can actually toggle between this little button. If you don't want it to show up between the US dollar value and you want it to be in Pulse value or anything like that versus DAI, you can click this right here. If you want to see dollar value, it's all right here as well. This is within the last 24 hours. You can, of course, adjust all this. But yeah, it shows you everything. Rat, Pulse, DAI. It also gives you an idea of... did I just open up a new tab? I sure did. It also gives you an idea of the liquidity in each of the pools as well. So this one has 191,735,616.5 million with Pulse and DAI. The Inc token has 32 million. So yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to see any of this, all available on dexscreener.com. So hopefully that helps make sense for what you're looking at as well, my friend. But guys, if you're appreciating the information, like, share, subscribe. Let's get this information out. Tune in and let's have some fun. Just paired Hex and EHEX as suggested by RH and set a couple of PLSX pairs. Learning. Love it, Dr. H. Again, if y'all aren't comfortable with doing that at this point in time, testnet is still available. Okay? Go use the testnet. Just go have fun with it. That is monopoly money. You can go put the exact same amount of PulseX, Hex. You can do all of that over on the PulseChain testnet. Go put a position there. Go get yourself familiar with how it works. Test it for a few days so you get the intricacies, understand a little bit more, use the functions, add the liquidity, add the yield, harvest the Inc token, understand all of this stuff, because once you do it a couple times, it seems a little crazy in the beginning, but it really isn't that crazy all in all. Same for the bridge. If you've never used a bridge before, go use it on the testnet. It's very simple, very easy. Yes, you have to do a little bit of extra work to get Sepolia and all that good nonsense, but we're not going to get into all that today. But yes, go use the testnet. But Dr. H, congrats, man. Spacey007, don't you think liquidity farm for EHEX PHEX can be risky if EHEX tanks compared to PHEX? Yeah, but Spacey007, short-term time frame. you got to think, like, in the long term, do I see them reaching parity at some point? Sure. Are they going to fluctuate back and forth between prices? And are they going to end up in this little pool that we have where we can actually see it do something like this? And again, I'll pull this up on chart once again. But whoops, why did this switch to USDC? Okay, cool. Switch to price in hex. So this is again, and I showed this a little bit earlier on the stream. But this is kind of what you want to see when you're in these positions, right? You actually want it to almost fall within this range, and this is very standard, very common to do as well. So when you come on over here, this is what you want to see when you're in these farms. Usually you want it to stay pretty close to the even line, which is essentially what we would call your entry level if you got in here where your ratio is. But even then, the price is going to go up, and it's going to do this little thing here. So it's literally going to go, it's going to go from here, it's going to go up, it's going to come down, it's going to go up, it's going to come down, it's going to go up, it's going to come down. And all this time, all of this volume is all fees going into your pocket right here because that's high trading. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up. So yes, can it have a little difference for a little while? Sure, Spacey 007. Do I see it getting so far out of whack that the Ethereum hex just completely tanks and the PulseChain hex completely moons? No, I don't. So it just depends on time frame when you're asking that question. And also, you shouldn't be pulling your entire liquidity position out like we have discussed just a moment ago. But yeah, it is a fun one. Does anyone have wrapped Hedron address? Yeah, actually I do have it in the Telegram for my Patreon people. So give me one sec. Let me see if I can pull that up. Here we go. Hedron, and again, I'll just do the hex, Hedron, and Icosa. Bam, all set in the chat. So once again, MZ, check the chat. You should have it there in a second. Checks my pulse. Turtle. Yo, what's up? Shout out to all the ranks, man. The squads. What's up, Michelle? How you doing? Good afternoon to you as well. Good evening and good morning to all you beautiful people. We got some squids in the house. We got some sharks and dolphins in the house. Yo, keep it up on 2x. Almost there. Yes, sir. I agree, ATX. It would be better if RH did a solo stream. Astri, dude, I would love that so much, man. I would love that. Fully agree. We just need a chill RH stream. Can you just imagine? He's launching PulseChain. He's launched PulseX. We got the incentive tokens. Everything is coming out flawlessly. The bridge is fully open. People are getting transactions done. People are buying, trading, yield farming, liquidity providing. Dude, this is such a smooth rollout process. Hands down, I think it would be so incredible if our man RH just came through and said, bam, guys, I'm streaming, hop on. Dude, there was 1,100 people watching Crypto Coffee's channel earlier. I was one of those individuals. But can you imagine how many people are going to tune in to Richard Hart when he streams? That is going to be insane. I'm saying at least 5,000 people are going to be watching that sucker. Can you imagine? We got 5,000 people listening to RH dropping the knowledge. Dude, when RH would stream back in the day and we would just listen to him drop knowledge the entire time, it was just absolutely incredible. And he just drops facts. It's so freaking cool. It's so freaking cool. I can't wait. I really do think that's going to be coming here soon as well. So yeah, looking forward to what we have going in the very near future with our man RH on that little stream as well. Yo, that'd be dope. That would be dope. Logic 33, of course. What's happening, gang? How you doing, Alan Fizime? Hit the pretzel, hit the likes, pretzel gang. What's up, Romanian? How you doing, man? Yo, what's up, Dan? What's good? Thank you, ATX, for the alpha and for the help. Much appreciated. You are the man. Pulse Nation rocks. My dude. When are we streaming? Yeah, when are y'all streaming together? That would be the next Monday. Word. I love you, Alan Fizime, dude. You're so freaking cool. Those are the addresses if you want to screenshot or just take a pause or take a picture or do something like that. Come back, check chat. Those are the addresses for the wrapped items coming from Ethereum over into PulseChain for Icosa, Hedron, and Hex. Again, those are the addresses. Okay, let's do it. I've calmed down. Will not cuss out the influencers. Dude, do what you will, man. Forget that, Romanian Dan. You do you, boo. You do you. Tin Top, what's up, my man? I created the first goddamn P-Hedron E-Hedron pool. I left my mark in the chain. I am the Hedron God. Let's go, Alan Fizme. I feels you. Congrats. Yeah, exactly. Where, Alan? What's up? What's up? What's up? Exactly. On PulseChain, that Pulse playa. There you go. I'm patting myself on the back, dude. I'm patting you on the back as well, Alan Fizme. Imaginary air pats on your back right there, my friend. Romanian Dan, I won't cuss him out as much. Baby steps. There you go. Okay, where do I go? Go to pulsex.com. That's where I created I created that when Pulse launched. Damn, dude, you were freaking ready, Alan. Let's go. Can we bridge with Staker app? If not, how do we do it? You cannot bridge with Staker app because you cannot connect to the bridge using your Staker app. What you would need to do, man, I don't even know if I want to go through this. I'll explain. I'll show you real fast. What you need to do is basically create, I'll say it. What you need to do is create like a MetaMask account and, you know, make it so that way you have the seed word stored somewhere. If you have another hardware wallet, that would be the ideal way of doing it. Trezor, Ledger, all that good stuff. Set up an account, create a whole new wallet there, send items from your Staker app over to the new address. Before you do that, do a test transaction. Always freaking test, y'all. I cannot stress enough the importance of testing. But you send a test transaction. Once you send the test transaction, boom, you've received it. Cool. You can then go to the pulseramp.com website for the bridge over the assets that way. And then you don't have to worry about anything because it, again, will show up on the wallet address for your Trezor. And then from there, you can do what you will. I mean, that's really the play to get it done. And then once you buy whatever you buy, you can send it back to the staker address if you want to do it that way. Or if you're going to go provide liquidity or yield farm, you would have to keep it on the Trezor or Ledger device or your MetaMask. I would advise a hardware wallet over anything like that. But hopefully that makes sense, Steph. I don't think they're going to be coming out with anything anytime soon to be able to allow people to connect to other protocols like that. So that's kind of the process you have to do in the first place. And then you can leave anything you don't want within the Staker app. What's up, sir? What's up, chat? How you doing, Dosed Easy? Don't encourage him, ATX. I have to calm him in the green room. Oh, dude, do it, all of it. Do it. Any idea why the prices for tokens on PLS X are very different to Dex Screener? Because the oh my gosh, I just drew a blank on it. Because basically the price oracle that gets all the information for prices are inaccurate when it comes to the Pulse X and when it comes to the prices that you see on it. The prices that you see on Dex Screener are in fact the prices. Also, when you go in exchange, for example, the ratios are correct on Pulse X and PulseChain still. So in that regard, the ratios are still correct, but that's why they also removed the info button. And I know I've seen a few people kind of address or ask, what happened to the info button? Because back there used to be a little info button right here, right above burn. There was info, and you could see a whole bunch of stuff, but it would say there would be like 145 trillion in liquidity. They would say a whole bunch of stuff. Like even when you do a swap right here, right now, this is, hey, that's actually pretty darn close to what the actual current price is. But let me see if I actually end up doing a little bit more and just see if it holds it still. So you see how it's kind of off though, because like this is 10 million tokens. The ratio is correct, but the amount is not correct. Does that make sense? So the ratio is correct, the amount's not correct. So when you're going through and you're providing liquidity and you're setting it all up and you have to put up a certain amount of tokens, you see how the numbers are not correct? So this is why, because the price oracle, it's not something that Richard Hart's too worried about right now. He'd rather focus on everything else and make sure everything else is working smoothly and flawlessly, because this is that like last little item that we're going to see everything, the little touch-ups that come along the way. But Dex Screener is in fact the right thing. This is the right ratio though. So hopefully that makes sense to answer that question for you, Dr. H. Smash the like. Absolutely, Crypto Jake. I'm an Ink Maxi now, dude. I am too. Man, look, if I see I've said it before and I'll say it again to y'all as well, but if I see the incentive token dip down below a certain price, I'm scooping that sucker up, man. I missed out on that $3 the $3 incentive token, and I promise, I'm not missing out the next time. So you can see it right here. This is the little zone that I have drawn for where I actually would want to go back in on. So this is my little zone right here. And yeah, y'all can kind of get an idea. This is a little range that I would be perfectly fine scooping some more up. This is kind of where I end up going down when the price ends up falling, because God forbid it, you know, that's what happens in prices typically. What happened? Okay, well, it won't measure down. Weird. Cool. I'll just do a little measure. Oh, there we go. So when it comes on down, roughly right in this little range, nice little 60% dip, 80% dip. This is my little target zone. This is where I start getting into tokens right now. So I see a few people saying, you know, they are starting to get back in on other tokens happening as well, and that's perfectly fine. To each their own. Everyone's going to have to make that decision for themselves, but you can kind of see like all these tokens here have done quite a bit of stuff. So like even the Pulse price right now, the Pulse X price, this still isn't like this doesn't, you know, get me going on this one for the price. I'm waiting for that nice, because this thing did a freaking 19x or 18x. So, or even higher, right? Because if I actually measure all the way up, yeah, it did a 19x from this little bottom point in time. So I'm going to wait until I see it go from up here, right? And God forbid I doesn't, cool. You know, I've got a nice little bag already, but if you don't have it, this is a great little price to get in at. This is sacrifice price. This is where everyone's been waiting for 2 years, but I'm waiting until I see this little 60%, 80% dip, somewhere between 0.0005 all the way to 4 zeros and a 3. You know what I mean? Somewhere in this little zone range, I'm in. That's where I start scooping it in. But hopefully that makes sense to everyone. And again, y'all do your own thing at the end of the day. I do my own thing, you do your own thing, and hopefully you listen to a whole bunch of people, you come up with your own investment thesis, you come up with your own strategy, and that's what this whole thing is about. Everyone has a different process during this entire time. San Antonio, Texas in the house. I am loving my ink rewards with my PLSX pool, EHEX, PHEX pool, only using 15% of my bags, so it feels good to just let it do its thing and enjoy the ink. Send it all in. Send it all. Love it, ATX. Hey, thank you. South Texas Crypto right there. Again, 10%, 15% of your bag. You can let it sit there. You don't have any worries or stress, and then you can just let it ride while it does everything that it does, because this thing's going to be volatile. Guys, we're 10 days in. We're freaking 10 days in. Guys, get serious about this, right? You're 10 days in. Let these be the proof that it's working. Let this be the show that it's going. But yes, there will be volatility. Yes, that is what is going to happen. We're still going through price discovery as we speak right now, right? People are going to be coming in. We haven't even seen $1 million buys yet on PulseChain. Imagine, guys, when we start seeing $1 million buys, cool. That, let's go. You know what I mean? But we ain't there yet. Let's have fun. Let's set up our positions. Let's get our stacks. Do it smart. Do it wise. Let's have some fun. Absolutely. Wait, what? How do I stake my Hedron on Pulse X? You just go to app.icosa.pro. So it's the same. You can do your stakes on Hex there. You can do stakes on Hedron there. You can stake your Icosa there. You can pull your Icosa stakes. All of that is done through app.icosa.pro. Allows the ability to do all of this information. So if you're wanting to get it done, you definitely can. The only thing you have to make sure of first, and again, I can't really show you, but you have to make sure that you're on PulseChain for the network on your MetaMask. And then you go to this website and it'll show you all this stuff. So you can go into the Hedron, you can create stakes on this one, you can go into Icosa, you can stake your Hedron here, you can earn some Icosa here, you can still do HSI auctions. All of these are beautiful HSI auctions that are all ending pretty soon. Or again, do we have any ending? Yeah, look at this. So we have a few of them ending here soon. So look at all these little plays right here. So if you're looking to get 129 T-shares and you happen to be holding somewhere higher than 11 billion Hedron, then let's have some fun. This person's only holding 2 billion Hedron left. Looks like they aren't involved with any of the other stakes at this point in time. So if you have 14 billion Hedron, go get yourself 129 T-shares. That's pretty solid. But yeah, you can do all of that on app.icosta.pro. Again, you can go to Hex. You can have all your stakes in here. You can mint your Hedron before ending your stakes. You can start a new stake. You can create HSIs on here. You can do all of that. App.icosta.pro. Hope that makes sense. That Pulse Playa. But again, that's just a quick example of how to get that done. Okay, thanks. Are Staker one of the safer apps out there? For sure. Yeah, it uses a Gnosis safe. So, I mean, it's like one of the safest places you can actually store your crypto. It just requires a whole lot more steps because it doesn't connect to dApps and all the other stuff super simple and easy. So it requires more steps if you want to do other stuff. But the idea is you just have the stuff in your Staker app. You move it off to the stuff that you want to go degen. Well, I don't want to say degen. That you want to go do other stuff with, whether it be bridging, whether it be yield farming, whether it be liquidity providing, whether it be swapping tokens, whether it be getting into different tokens that aren't in Staker. All of that stuff. You just move over into a different hardware wallet and then go have fun, my friend. But yeah, the idea is that you can hold that Staker and keep it solid in there for you the whole time. Staker sucks. There you go, Fox. It would be great if we could bridge our HSI stakes from ETH prior to end to Pulse. So that's the thing about the NFTs. I'm not sure how NFTs work when it comes through a bridge, because it wouldn't, like, if there's no one on the other end to have that liquidity set and allow it to come, then I just don't see how that would be possible. But I love the idea, MZ. When single-sided staking? Dante Jr., that is the question right there, my friend. I'm saying 30 to 60 days. So by June 12th up to July 12th. You can still type app.pulsex.com/info to get to the page. Oh, shit. Alan Fizme, dude, coming in clutch with that. So this is I'll show you exactly what whoops, if I can learn how to type info correctly. What the heck is Ingo? Nothing. Info. Cool. So that's funny. That is actually quite comical. I'm not gonna lie. So this is what we were talking about just a second ago. For Dr. H's question, why it shows differently. So you see how it says liquidity and Pulse is 1.49 trillion tokens. The liquidity for USDC is 89 billion. The Pulse X has 1 trillion. Like, none of this is accurate, my friend. None of this is accurate, okay? The price, look at the price. It already shows the price for Rat Pulse at $2. Whoops, that'd be dope. Can you imagine if we're already at $2? Woo! Everyone would just blow their load. They'd pull the Jizz in My Pants song, you know what I mean? From Lonely Island Boys. And I jizz in my pants. Anyways, that's exactly what would happen at the $2 range for Pulse. But thank you so much, Alan. This is exactly what we were talking about. Yeah, $220 for Hex to imagine. This is just showing you your future, y'all. That's all this is. Well, besides the USDC, that's always going to say $1. But this is showing you your future. $1 for Pulse, $2 for Pulse. $1.98 for Pulse, 92 cents for Pulse X, $220 for Hex, $568,000 for the incentive token. Like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, dude. Yo, we'll be rolling in dough at that point in time, my friends. Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. So, give me 1 second. Let me come back in here because I didn't mean to stop sharing. So I'm just going to share for a quick second. Share, boom, boom. Shares again and come back over here. All right, cool. Wanted to get that set up. All right, cool. So when single-sided staking soon? Man, I just dropped off to 2x. I just dropped out of 2x. Sounds like you've been smoking a joint since I was gone. Oh, geez. That's too funny. Just been chilling, right? Can you imagine? Hey, look, I got PulseChain here. I needed something to calm my nerves, friends and fam. How do I put my PulseChain on my Treasure wallet? I don't see where it gives me an option when I go to the wallet site. The wallet site doesn't allow you to do it because they don't have the actual interface for PulseChain yet. But you use the MetaMask as a dummy wallet and you can actually interact with your Treasure through your MetaMask. So as long as your MetaMask is connected to the PulseChain network, then you can actually get it all done. Click on the three dots. Exactly. Yeah, we're going to have a few people probably telling you how to get it done. Heck yeah, still made the live show. What's up, Facing Reality? Just got off streaming with Vibra Finance. Dude, that's dope, man. Shout out to Vibra. What's up, my friend? How you doing, Facing Reality? Appreciate you, as always, my brother. Alan Fizame, the myth, the legend. What up? Exactly. That's how I be feeling about Alan as well. I be seeing Alan, I'm like, yeah, dude, love my Alan. When do you think we hit $1 billion bridged over? We're now at $130 million. Well, think about it. The bridge has only been open for 7 days now, and we have $130 million bridged in. So if you just divide that out, that's pretty freaking wild. And then you just multiply that by 10. And so a little bit less than 10 because it's obviously not. So we'll just say 9. I'll just leave it at 9. So 160 days would be my guess. Yeah, that would be pretty dope. Maybe less because it's been 7 days. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, pretty cool. So can you imagine $1 billion bridged in? Someone needs to light a fire under E-Hex before the lights go out. Hart's Law, where are you? Don't worry about it, y'all. Like, this is a problem with PulseChain right now, is it got everyone hyper focused on price again. And I had to realize this myself because I realized that it brings back all of the negative stuff that you do when you start looking at charts. When you start looking at charts and prices, you get the urge to do something reckless and irrational. So when you get that urge, do nothing. I could just do nothing. Your emotions typically don't lead you to good places. Do nothing. You'll be much happier. And so when the price is dipping, I want the dip to come. Why? Because I got limit orders that go down there lower. Right? So, and I'm happy when the limit orders get hit. I talk about limit orders all the time, and I really think everyone needs to start setting limit orders because when you're sad about the price dipping, it just means that you don't have limit orders set lower. That's all that means. Someone needs, oh yeah, exactly. Yo, I tagged you on Twitter. You are following a scam Somi account. Am I really? Appreciate that. I'll check it out. Never mind, just taking a bubble bath, facing reality. No, not much. I don't know acronyms. Yeah, dude, that Lonely Island song was fantastic, dude. I listen to that thing all the time. Any Lonely Island song. We'll try to catch you at weekend. Thanks for the heads up. Is it approximately 1:30 Central Standard Time at weekend too? Yep, sure is. Bridge is pretty smooth now. Took 5 minutes late last night on low gas fees for info. Yeah, right now, even gas fees, I mean, whenever I started the stream, it was around 30 Gwei again. It's right now at 39 Gwei. I'm not going to say that's extremely low, but it's a lot better than it's been. And I think it's all due to the help of PulseChain taking the load off the Ethereum's back off that one for the shoulders. So shout out to PulseChain for doing that and helping everyone out. And it allows us to transact and stakes and actually use the network. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. It's that splash. Exactly. Provide liquidity and buy more stuff when it's lower and quit your crying. Optimality. There you go. People don't realize how many whales are invested in E-Hex. Won't die. It's just an opportunity. Cliche, but true. We are about to enter a bull market, and we have an isolated bull in PulseChain. That's all. Facts. Facts on facts on facts. Alan Fizame. Yeah, dude. Man, the incentive token, y'all. Yo, if you make one incentive token per day and it just stays at the $60 range, because I'm assuming it's gonna probably stay, it may dip down, and if it dips down to $12, I'm in, guys. I'm telling you that much right now. I'm giving you a little heads up. But when it comes down into this little range, $60 a day for 30 days, that's $1,800 a month. That's pretty solid. And guess what? I actually saw it as high as $80 today, and this thing's basically gone up every single day. So if you earn $80 a day for 30 days, that's $2,400 a month. That's pretty freaking good. Now just multiply that by however many incentive tokens you actually end up earning, and oh my gosh, it is absolutely freaking wild. So right now, what site do you use for limit orders other than CowSwap? Right now, the PortalXSwap.io is one of them. So PortalXSwap.io, it's made by Power City. They have limit orders available on the Ethereum network. Currently, I just shared it in chat as well, but they have limit orders available on the Ethereum network along with cross-chain swapping. So if you actually want to do limit orders on other networks, you can do all of this. So if you're involved with any of these other networks, you can definitely get involved with it. If you're just on the Ethereum network like myself, then you can just do them through here. They will be having PulseChain on here soon enough, which is pretty cool. There was another one that allows you to do limit orders right now. I don't know if I need to necessarily disclose it right now because I haven't checked it out. I don't know if I don't want to say vetted it, but I don't know anything about it. If you end up doing limit orders through them, it's completely on you, but they have limit order capability on PulseChain already. I'm just not doing it yet until I see something come over that I'm more familiar with. Just FYI. But yeah, portalxswap.io is the website that I use for limit orders along with swaps and all of that good stuff as well. Hopefully that makes sense. Here we go. Oh, did he really? Speaking of Somi, he just posted a video. I'll take my 3 ice cubes and drop it in my orange juice after the stream. Exactly, dude. Absolutely. What up? Yeah, 3 ice cubes right there. Yeah, dude, we got to have the pulp and the orange juice as well. You can place limit orders on matcha. So I don't do matcha, dude. Fuck matcha. Straight up. Because you can only do limit orders for 7 days. Who wants to do a limit order for 7 days? Do you know that when Hex dropped down to 1 penny, do you know how long ago I had those limit orders set? 5 months ago. Do you think for 5 months I wanted to continue setting limit orders down to a penny? Do you realize the hope and loss that you would feel if you had to keep resetting it down every single 7 days? Forget that, dude. That is garbage. Garbage. That is straight up feeling like trading, and I ain't about that life, man. I can set my limit orders on portalxswap.io for 10 years. I can set my limit orders on CalSwap for 6 months. Why would I want to mess with something for 7 days? That's wild, dude. I'm with you, Fox. Hey, I got you, my friend. I'm telling you, I use matcha. It's been fun, but 7 days? Nah, man, that's garbage. That's boo-boo. You're just trading at that point in time. Yeah, it's matcha.xyz if anyone wants to see, but dude, garbage. I don't use it. What's up, Westcott? How you doing, my man? Anyone know if there's PulseChain gas extension for Chrome? Yeah, somebody came out with it already. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, someone's already come out with the PulseChain gas extension. Will RH twerk Pulse into actual value? I mean, Pulse is already up 2x, my friend. Like, you're getting greedy. You don't want just a 2x. You greedy, Driftwood. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. Nah, RH is done with that. He's on onboarding and adoption mood now. Yeah, he done twerking. What's up, Vito? How you doing, friends and fam? Guys, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. I got a little indicator that pops up that now whenever people subscribe, it's all the fun and joy. What's up, Westcott? How you doing, my man? Damn, ATX destroying matcha. Rip. Yeah, dude, I just don't like matcha. 7 days? That's garbage, man. Seriously. Alan, the 4 plays over. What a tease. Yeah, like... My friend, my fans, my family, my friends and family, guys, matcha is not the way to go for limit orders. There are better options available. And if you are outside the US, 1inch.io, very helpful. I think you have to pay gas fees though, so just keep that in mind. Whereas PortalXswap, you don't. CalSwap, you don't. So just keep that in mind, whatever you decide to end up doing. But yeah, absolutely. So much fun. Yeah, it's not gonna. Well, neither is CalSwap either. So matcha isn't gonna support PulseChain. So yeah, I'm not a fan either. Yeah, neither is CalSwap. That's why I'm actually now more or less promoting portalxswap.io because we already know Power City's coming over to PulseChain. So I'm gonna go ahead and start promoting them a little bit more probably. And they have some awesome stuff where you can do stuff like the Liquidity protocol because they're forking that and bringing that over so you can actually do the same thing with your PulseX. If you aren't familiar with that, learn it first before you just go all in and ham and do something that wrecks yourself because, again, people will. But yeah, guys, it's been an absolute banger of a show. Much love to every single one of y'all. I hope every one of y'all have a fantastic day. As always, guys, take care, keep calm, Hex on, and I'll catch you in